Guess there's no easy way to say this other than I have anxiety. My anxiety is something that I struggled with my whole life. I feel like I've always struggled with depression and anxiety, but it's like through each period of my life, one was more than the other. Like years where the depression was way more than the anxiety. Had this anxiety that was just nonstop, kind of anxiety that is more physical symptoms and just more like heart palpitation, the restlessness, not being able to sleep, not being able to just relax and just sit and feel nothing. I've been on anxiety medication for the past 2 years. Beginning of May, I told myself that I am tired of being on medication. I can do it myself. I can thug it out. I just want to learn how to do anxiety without medication. Here we are today, experiencing severe anxiety. Such an isolating and lonely journey, to be honest, because on the other hand, there's so much dreams and aspirations I have for myself and things I want to get accomplished and just live, like things like just enjoying the moment. But I've been finding it very hard to enjoy life when there's this constant worry inside of me that is unexplainable, and it's just the voices of the worries are just getting louder. We've gotten to the stage of anxiety where we're no longer just a simple thought that you need CBT. I'm starting to have panic attacks. Have been having panic attacks. I did the right thing that I believe. I did the therapy route, had a nice therapist. I can't even be mad when everything I look back is just my fault, to be honest. All those months of therapy that I have been doing actually weren't covered by my insurance. And then I was like, seeking help got me into debt, and I'm seeking therapy because of financial stress. Financial stress is one of the stresses that just takes you because you don't have the time to just sit here think about why you're so stressed. You just know that you need to be on the go, and sitting down and doing nothing is an absolutely no. You need to get up. You need to do something. I've been trying to find unhealthy ways to cope with my anxiety. I've recorded this video many times and I just felt like I'm not ready. I can only show up when I feel good. But my body and my mind are two separate. They've disconnected a long time ago. My mind knows that I know that there is light over this. Like I'm going to get what I want, inshallah, one day. At the same time, my body is in flight or fight mode and thinks that I'm in danger. You're not being able to sleep, or you're not being able to rest, or you're not even able to just sit down and just relax without having the constant heart beating or the panic attacks, or, you know, it's not it. It's not the vibe. The worst part is my anxiety is trying to convince me in the end that this is something that only I'm going through. Nobody else is going through this, and you're all alone. I've lost the interest of even doing the things that I like. I feel like every day that I need to do something I feel like it's hard. Like it is so hard. And I know no matter how hard it is, like it's not impossible, you know? Be going back on medication. I thought I was big, bad, and bougie, and I need to remove the stigma in taking medication for anxiety and understanding that it can help with the physical symptoms that I'm experiencing, and hopefully build a safe space for my mind. Understand that I am not in danger. I am safe. I am okay, and everything's gonna be all right one day. Inshallah, it may not be right today, and that's all I need. I don't know how long. I'm not gonna feel like this forever, and this is just temporary. I know I can overcome this, but documenting this and seeing it for myself is something that can help me, and I hope that it can help anybody who has anxiety or any mental health issues. One of the strengths that I have is finding solace in God. Like Allah understands me. Nobody understands me. Nobody understands what I'm going through, and I just gotta seek that comfort that I've been desperately needing, that relationship with somebody who can hear me out and just listen to me and how I feel. I feel like I can only get that through God, and only like Allah understands that. And literally have no energy to record this, but I'm doing it. I'm pushing myself because I know that I'm gonna be proud of myself, and one day I'm gonna overcome this anxiety. And to anybody who is going through mental health struggles, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. I know for sure I'm not alone, but it's so easy when you're deep in the cycle of this anxiety, depression, panic attack. It's just like, look at everybody. Everybody's managing through life. Everyone has similar stages and they're just going through it fine, and you're just out here crying. Like, toughen up. And I feel like that is such a negative way to think of life. I will overcome my financial stress one day at a time. I can't change everything today, but I will overcome it, inshallah. It's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. And I'm just gonna keep reminding myself this. And I'm sorry for the background, to be honest. Like, there's laundry over there. Like, that's where the depression comes in. Like, I don't even care about folding my clothes. Like, they're clean clothes, but I'm just so, like, I just been on this fight or flight mode, and I just want to tell my body that I am safe, I am okay. No matter where I run to in the world, I just want to know that I am the safest space that I can run to, and that's the most important thing. Like, you could run to the whole world, but one day the whole world will turn their back on you. The only person you need to turn yourself to is to God, and for yourself can't be your biggest enemy. And I feel like that's the issue with the people who are going through mental health issues, is like we tend to like self-sabotage, we tend to like blame ourselves and be so harsh on ourselves. But to be honest, we don't need that. We really don't need that. If you want someone to be harsh to you, you can go online and see a bunch of things of how people treat people with mental health, or in real life you'll see for yourself. I don't believe in tough love, and I need to stop giving that to myself. I need to be more kinder towards myself and understand that I may slip up some days, I may not get out of bed, but one thing I'll not do is abandon myself. I can't abandon myself. So to all my not put together people, okay, here's the thing. The small steps that you take in life, nobody will notice it, but only you'll notice it. If the biggest thing that you've done today is just getting out of your bed, you need to celebrate that. For anybody else, they're just like, getting out of bed, I do that every day, that's just such a normal thing. Like, but for you, getting out of bed, when you know that you struggled with getting out of bed, you need to celebrate that. You need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge when you've done things that challenge yourself. And I don't know why the sun is beaming on me right now. Okay, I was having this spiral thought the other day, and I was just like, why am I even doing all this for? Like, what am I working hard towards? Like, why am I so stressed out? Why can't I just give up? And I was like, I can't give up yet. I didn't get to live my life that I wanted. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna tell myself to stay strong, but I'm gonna make sure that I get to live to see all the things that I wanted to do. I didn't get to travel. I didn't get to have a home in my name. I didn't get to got myself a car. I didn't get to travel the world, do all these road trips. I didn't get to do all of that. So selfishly, am selfishly choosing to live, if that makes sense. I'm not suicidal, but I'm just saying I'm selfishly choosing to live. And thinking of life that way just made it so much easier, because like I want to be selfish about enjoying the good things in life. So I'll thug it out. I'll thug these days out for the good life, for the good light. I'll thug it out because I know there's a light, like this light right here, that is gonna come. I want to share a couple tips that helped me overcome my panic attacks, my anxiety attacks, whatever you want to call it. A thing that I actually learned in therapy, where I would feel something that is so strong, and sometimes it's not really real, it's just thoughts, jump to a severe conclusion and overreact or overthink to the point where some things are, there's no evidence, like there's nothing that's actually saying that's true. And my therapist said, okay, so when you feel this way, what evidence of it is true? But then I felt this way and I felt this way. Yeah, you're telling me all you feel, but what evidence is true? Did you hear it? Did somebody say that? Did you see it? I was speechless, y'all. I was so angry that day though, Loki, but like I was speechless. I was like, I'm gonna get the evidence. I'm gonna gather the evidence, and there's no evidence. I realized that I just jumped to my own conclusions. If you're struggling with like anxiety and these obsessive worry thoughts, and you jump to your own conclusions, just ask yourself, like, what evidence of it is it true? Am I really, really in danger? You think that my body went through war. I have not been through war, but I've been at war with myself, and my body just tends to react like I've been through that. And I was like, listen, I need that fight or flight if I'm on a battlefield. Not for this life, not for fighting with myself, not for thinking, should I go to school, or I need a job, or these kinds of obsessive thoughts. Like, it's not that deep. It is deep, but it's not that deep. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to the point where I'm every day, like, we need to kill it. When it comes to the healing process, I'm impatient. I know all the things about it. I've played these games before. Can we just get to the end? And it's just like, no, that's not how it works. You actually really need to take your time with it and be kind to yourself throughout the process. And I'm documenting this because I'm tired of feeling like I need to only share with the world the only good sides when I'm happy, the days that I'm living, the ways I'm happy. I gotta show up, show every day that I am. Like, I gotta show all the versions. And if I'm somebody that struggles with mental health, I don't need to feel the need to hide that version of me because of fear and shame. Like, I don't want to feel that any sense of shame. So I'm sharing this with the world. I don't have much energy. I am preserving my energy, but I knew that I wanted to make this video. I knew that I wanted to overcome this feeling of not wanting to record because I'm not at my best state and I do not look presentable. I'm in my bed in my PJs. Like, this is not who I wanted to be for the world. But again, there's a version where you want to be and who you are. You gotta accept both. You gotta accept both. I can't just be there for the days that I'm balling and not be there for me when the days that I'm falling. Okay, I'm just it is what it is. Take care of yourselves. I will come back, inshallah. I don't know when. I'll come back with more energy and talk more about mental health. If you have any questions and any thoughts about it, or you just want to share your experience, let me know. I'm here. I'm all ears. I'm selfishly choosing to post this to the world, despite my feelings of feeling crusty, musty, dusty. It's fine. I'm showing up. I'm showing the world exactly who I am through every stage, and that's all I care. Anyways, y'all have a good day. Bye.